Okay, so here we are, 10 p.m. here on the East Coast on a Friday night. Friday night. That is not exactly the song, but I'm gonna pretend it is. This is Bissell. So we just did some vacuuming with Shark, but we've got hard surfaces and it's muddy outside and it's wet, you know, tracking in snow or tracking in ice or tracking in, you know, dreck from our boots. Or if you happen to be out in the West Coast and it's, you know, dust. I lived in Vegas and Los Angeles, and so always tracking in dust. You gotta be able to somehow mop and clean those hard surfaces, sealed hard surfaces. So hard floors, vinyl, tile, linoleum. How do you do it effectively, efficiently, and with lifting barely a finger from you and not having to bend down and do a whole lot of ringing and that sort of stuff? You do it with the Bissell. Bissell's a brand name that's been around for like 140 years. This is the Bissell, of course. Oops, maybe I wasn't supposed to pick it up that way. This is the Bissell, and underneath, there you go. There are the rotating heads, and the great thing is that you are gonna get 2 sets of the pads. So you're going to get the soft scrubby pads as well as the more vigorous scrubby pads. 5 easy payments of $20.60 you receive as well. 2 bottles of cleaning solution. We've got that 5 easy payments. The easy pay goes away at the end of the day. It's V34970. That's your item number. Scott Hind is one of our, you know, super gurus when it comes to cleaning for sure. Scott Hind, did I pull this? Talk to me about this. Oh, there it is. That's how it's supposed to be.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Our friends backstage
there
are
we go.
supposed to click that. Yeah,
I
there you
clicked
go.
it in. Thank you, friend.
Okay. It's okay. You gave us a quick lesson as to how easy it is to assemble this product.
Right.
That's all you got to do when it comes home. So super simple. We've already knocked that out. So now we got to talk about what it does.
Let's talk about it.
Just like you said, all those hard surfaces that you want to clean up, right? But you don't want to clean them. You want to scrub them. You want to shine them. You want to polish them. Well, there's one option is maybe this disgusting thing here.
Yuck.
That sponge, right? I mean, disgusting nastiness and germs and bacteria that are on it. I guess the other thing could be this guy right here. Get down on your hands and knees and clean. Well, nobody really wants to do that either. So instead, leave it to Bissell, the innovator in floor care since 1876, to come up with a better answer. And that's the SpinWave. I really like this product because it does all of the work for you. So as you're seeing here is something hits the floor, you know, you need a lightweight, quick, easy way to do it. And then I think the big story here, Rachel, is that we've seen a lot of other products like this, and I'm not here to speak ill of other products,
sure,
but a lot of them are cordless, okay? Well, that's a finite amount of time with a finite amount of power. With this, you have a 22-foot cord, and I would argue, Rachel, that's the most important feature because you're getting continuous clean and continuous power.
I love the continuous clean and the continuous power. And as we're up top, you know, we're looking at spraying, because tell us what we do to make it the most efficient. It looks like we've got targeted spray capability there too.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It puts a solution out front, and then the pads themselves counter-rotate. So you saw how they spun there? They spin in towards each other. That's purposeful to give you the best cleaning possibilities. And you get 2 sets of scrubbing pads. And when you're done with them, they go in the washer and the dryer, no fabric softener, no dryer sheets, or top rack of the dishwasher. Either way is fine. So let me show you what we're talking about.
Sure.
What I'm going to do here is first of all, I'm going to turn it on, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick this clean white pad.
Nice.
Counter-rotating, like I said. I always use the scrubbing pads. I love the scrubbing pads because they just give you a little extra. They scrub, but they don't scratch. So what you saw there was I was starting off with a nice white set of pads, crystal clean. All I'm going to do is go over this gray tile, and it's hard for you to see a little bit at home, but I'm just going to go over some gray tile here, and it probably at home looked clean. Nice low profile here, so I'm going in around the refrigerator, swivel head. I'm going to go back through here, nice and simple. Nice thing about this too, Rachel, is I can transfer right to hardwood in my dining room with no problems whatsoever. Now, after I've taken some passes here, what I'm going to do is come back. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to show you those what was white just a few seconds ago. You thought my floors were clean. I thought my floors were clean. I'm the Bissell guy. Well, it turns out they're not. That's why you want the SpinWave.
That's why you want the SpinWave. And so I'm going to have Scott help me with this as well. Okay, I only have about 500 of these to go around. 500 go around, and that's it. Couple things that you noticed while he was using this is that it floated. It feels like it's floating on air a little bit. So you know when you see like a Zamboni go across the ice, it's like that, right? A little bit of floating. Scott, are these the soft fuzzy ones, and then this one happens to be the one that's a little bit scrubby?
You did not need your Ivy League education to come to that, but you nailed it right on the head, Ms. Rachel. You're exactly correct. And like I said, I love the scrubbing pads because they don't scratch. They only scrub. It's a little bit, as you feel them there, Rachel, you felt those scrubbing pads. They're just a little more rigid, but they're not going to tear up your floor. So that's why I always use those. And then what I really like is what I'm going to do is you see me here. I'm going to transfer over to my second camera. I'm going to head right over there. Okay. And that's going to show you going right through my I'm going to come right through my dining room that you just saw me in. Yep. Hey,
nice
here
job.
I am. Nice to see you. But remember, you get the 22-foot cord, so you go all around. Now I'm in my hallway in my foyer, which has very uneven fieldstone like slate, but no problem. Cleans it right up because you got that nice plush microfiber doing the work for you, Rach.
I love it. Again, so what you're noticing what Scott isn't doing is he's not bending down. He's not actually, this isn't like a mop, the conventional mop. He's not putting something in a bucket and squeezing and wringing and bending down and that sort of thing. He is just simply lifting this up. And by the way, it's really lightweight as well. Weighs about 11 pounds. Gosh, it feels like it weighs less than that, frankly. We're looking at some video on how to set it up. What do I do, Scott?
Yeah, the lines are right there in the tank. You simply fill the tank up. With the solution it comes with, you get 2 bottles of the multi-surface, then you fill it with hottest tap water, never boiling water, and then just start using it. I love what you said there. It feels like it's floating. So it weighs 11 pounds, but it feels like it weighs less than a pound because it just seems to be floating and doing the work for you, and that's what I really like. Hundreds of RPMs there, so you get that counter-rotating action, means you're cleaning, scrubbing, polishing all of your hard surfaces at the same time. And then what I really love about it is when you're done, you just throw those microfiber pads in the washer, the dryer, or the top rack of the dishwasher, and you use them hundreds and hundreds of times, and you just get the same result. Good, clean, hard surface.
And we're talking about Bissell, right? So best in class. It's been around 140 years. You don't get to be a company that's been around for 140 years specializing in floor care and floor cleaning unless you're doing something right. So I have actually a Bissell for my carpet cleaner that I've got. I wanted to own one for sure. Own this piece as well. If you've got hard surfaces, and so many of us are moving away from carpets, we're doing area rugs, and we've got hard surfaces, well, that means, well, I got to figure out how to clean it properly. I do need to mop. We're in, the winter months right now, and then the summer months you're going to need it as well. We're tracking in dirt, we're tracking in debris, we're tracking in snow, we're tracking in gunk from our shoes. And our home environment right now, we want it to be cleaner than ever before. It's 5 easy payments of $20.60. I don't have a lot of these to go around, and you're getting the name that you'd want in floor care. So talk to me about the technology that's in here, Scott, because I know Bissell has been around, again, 140 years, so this must be loaded with technology.
Yeah, that's how you survive 140 plus years since the Civil War almost, is by constant innovation and technology. So I would argue right here, Rachel, is the most important component. It's the cord, because it's providing more power, more RPMs. So you see a lot of items somewhat similar to this. And again, I'm not here to speak ill of other products, but they are cordless, okay? And cordless simply can't generate the same power as corded. That's just what we know. And so it's going to be consistent cleaning, scrubbing power that you get, and that you would expect from Bissell. So I'm just going to take one more pass to show you how easy it is. And again, remember, slate, so you just spray a little solution down. You don't need a lot. Then it cleans, it polishes all these uneven surfaces, brings it back to life. I could transfer white to hardwood with the multi-surface solution, no problem whatsoever. But then what I'm going to do now, Rachel, is just turn it off, and I want to show you what we started with. Remember those really nice white pads?
Yes.
Not so white anymore, not so clean anymore. Well, that's why you want it, because it takes in that mess, traps it into the pads itself, and then you don't have to worry about it. It just goes into the washer, the dryer, or the top rack of the dishwasher. So I know our producer, Frank, is a big, big fan of this machine. He uses it all the time because he does all the cleaning. His wife makes him do it. So, this is the machine to have.
Yeah, and think about right now as you're watching, where are your hard surfaces in your home? Where's your hardwood? Where's your vinyl? Where's your linoleum? When's the last time you've thoroughly mopped, right? When have you done that? And frankly, maybe you're like, I actually don't do it as much as I should because I don't like the mop process, right? It's like the way we mopped hasn't changed in a bazillion years. And then Bissell came along and said, no. We can have this kind of hover across the floor. We can put these cleaners on here that are like the soft one and then the scrubby version, and it's going to do all the heavy lifting for you. And all you're doing is moving it along, you know, along the floor. So when this is on, it basically hovers like a hovercraft and then gets all the little fingers get in there and get the yuck on your floor, and you're not bending and stooping. All you're doing is filling this up. When these are dirty, you're going to take them off and you're going to put them in your washing machine, and then you're going to machine wash them, and then you're going to start all over again. Scott, can you tell us how long does it take for our floors to dry after we've used the solution in water and, you know, gone over it with the Bissell?
Well, and it's just as a quick segue to answer your question. This is why you're not using that disgusting sponge mop, or you're not getting on your hands and knees. You want the hands and knees clean, but you don't want to get on your hands and knees. So now, to answer your question, well, I just did mine here in this presentation, and they're already right down here, bone dry. I know it's not easy for you to see, so I would say just a matter of a few minutes.
I love it.
Depends on how much solution, of course, you put down. I try not to put much because it's like microfiber. Like you just saw Kylie with the Campanelli microfiber, best microfiber out there. Think of it that way. Like you don't need a lot of the moisture. You don't need a lot of solution. So the less you use, you're still getting that cleaning, but you don't need a ton of it. So you know, it's really kind of up to you, but it does the job.
And we're starting you off with 2 bottles, right? You're starting off with two bottles and the Bissell. You're going to get it for 5 easy payments of $20.60. Scott, you said hot water. Can you use cold water too?
You can. I mean, I wouldn't. I would just use hot tap water. Never boiling. You just don't want to use boiling, but why not? Like, it's the same reason you wash your clothes in warm water or hot water. It's the same way you'd want to clean your floors in hot water.
Thank you, Scott Hind. We appreciate you. Happy New Year to you. See you soon.
So very good to see you, Rachel. We'll see you a little bit later, right?
Yep, absolutely.
I have you a couple more times.
Yes,
Looking
my friend.
forward to it.
The easy pay on this Bissell goes away at the end of the day, so